As Brandon Husey kicks off to Lakeshore with the score. Belle Chasse 28, Lakeshore 14, and Lakeshore return man. He gets in trouble and goes backwards instead of forward. And you know the old adage, you run north and south. Well, he made the mistake of getting on the compass trying to go east and west, and the Cardinals made him pay the price as the Titans will put the ball in play at the 11-yard line. I'd like to also announce that once more that the Buras High School Athletic Memorial Team, headed up by Corby Acosta, they have a reunion scheduled for June 28 from 1 to 5 at the Buras Auditorium. If you need any information, call Corby or call myself, Coach Cormier.
Number 42, David Dupree.
And Dupree was called on, and the Belle Chasse defense put the receiver down on him as Dupree just got back to the line of scrimmage before they hung the phone up on him.
Second down and 10 for the
And
Titans.
so that's going to bring a second down. And we've just been given a message that the quarterback for Lakeshore, we've been calling him Nathan Fakane. His name should be pronounced Nathan Fashon. So Nathan Fashon completed that pass. There is a flag on the play. And the official is about ready to give us the indication. And that was an illegal man downfield. And so this will bring the ball back.
A 5-yard penalty from the line.
All the way back to the 6-yard line. So that negates that reception.
Second down and 15 for the Titans.
And Fashon will take this ball standing at his own goal line as he stands about 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The wind has ceased. No wind whatsoever. The weather is clear. Great temperature. And now we have another flag. And it looks like it's going to be someone in the neutral zone as number 50, Jason Whalen, 6 foot, 190-pound offensive lineman, a sophomore for the Titans, has been the man in motion, and he drew the Cardinal defense off sides. So we're back where we started from with a second down, and Fashon at the controls. And he hands the ball to Dupree. And Dupree tries to get outside.
Number 42, David Dupree, the third.
But Dupree is going to be hauled down by the great safety for Belle Chasse, Darius Franklin. He's just such an outstanding player.
No gain on a play. Third down and 10 for the Titans.
Really knows how to fill the lanes. You know, the cornerback is responsible basically to turn the play back in. And Franklin is usually 99% of the time right there when they turn it back in to make the tackle. So third down and 10 as Fashon drops back. And Fashon is in trouble. He gets out, he throws the ball, and it's going to be called an incomplete pass. The Belle Chasse fans want an intentional grounding, and they're going to call a safety on that play as Fashon was in the end zone when he threw the ball. And so with that turn of events, Belle Chasse will expand their lead to 30-14 with 9:52 in the third quarter. And we'll take a break in the action as the officials explain the call to the opposing coaches. And the Cardinal will now receive the kickoff as Lakeshore was guilty of a safety. quarterback
for the Cardinals, number 1,
threw the
Terry
ball,
Anglade.
intentional grounding, while he was standing in his own end zone. And so they will decide to kick off instead of punt from the 20-yard line. So the Cardinals not only get 2 points, but they also get great field position. As Lakeshore gets ready to put the ball in play. And it looks like Anklard, number 1, is going to take the ball, and he's got a good momentary gap. And here comes another late flag. So the ball carrier, Anklard, returns the ball to the 45-yard line. And a flag came in. And it looks like this one will go against the Cardinals.
Illegal block in the back against the Cardinals.
So we've got another illegal block in the back. Cardinal guilty of.
From the end of the run.
So they will put the ball in play. Hicks and company will put the ball in play at the 35-yard line. 9:47 left in the third quarter. The score, Belle Chase 30, Lakeshore Titans 14 as Silv gets the ball. Or Hicks keeps the ball on that play. Beautiful fake that time. I thought Silv had the ball. But the play does not produce any positive yardage as he just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Initial hit by number 46.
And we have number 17, Braden Usey,
Second down and 10 for the Cardinals.
sophomore, coming in the ball game, bringing a play in. So Hicks, number 8, is in the backfield, joined by Silv as he awaits the snap. And this time Hicks keeps it again.
Number 8, Andrew
And
Hicks,
Hicks
quarterback keeper.
gets the ball up to the 41-yard line.
Brought down by number 47, Kavondre Williams.
Third down and a manageable 5 yards to pick up the first down.
Third down and 4 for the Cardinals. Spot the ball at the Cardinal 41.
So the call comes in from the sideline. Hicks takes the snap. He gives it off. And it looks like he should have the first down.
Number 11, Devin Silv up the middle.
So with 8:30 in the third quarter, the Cardinals advance on a first down
Davon Diaz.
at the 47-yard line in their own territory. Anklard's in motion. Hicks keeps it. And Hicks is in the open. And Hicks will not be caught. Andrew Hicks runs the read option to perfection as he fakes Anklard and bursts up the middle. And the Cardinals have now increased their lead to 36-14.
4-yard run for Andrew Hicks.
As Hicks just seems to get better and better with each ball game. Anklard is the holder, and Peyton Cooper doing a great job filling in for Austin Russell. Has been perfect on his extra points. There's the snap.
Cooper with the extra point.
The kick is through the goalpost. Peyton Cooper having a great night as he continues his perfection on the extra points. And Belle Chase now increases their lead to 37-14 over the Lakeshore Titans. And back to the field of play as Braden Usey gets ready to kick off. And he gets another squibber down the field. And this time, Lakeshore returns the ball all the way back into Belle Chase territory as Xavier Chapman makes a nice run for Lakeshore and puts his team in position and on the 49-yard line. The Lakeshore had been successful in the second quarter by running Ducree and Fashon, and then they sort of got away from it and went to the passing game. Let's see if they come back with the big boy Dupree, as they now have a deficit of 37-14 to make up on Belle Chasse. So on a swing pass to Dupree, the Belle Chasse defense was ready for that as they followed Dupree on his swinging action out of the backfield, and he picks up only about 3 yards on the play. So the Cardinal defense digs in. The clock is running with 7:30. Ball goes to Fashion. And Fashion is going to run out of territory and loses yardage all the way back to the original line of scrimmage. And so the Titans from Lakeshore have 10 yards to go for the third down. Now, if the Cardinals can stop them here, hopefully they can sort of put this game away in the third quarter, and get some position and get that offense back on the field. And I think one more touchdown by the Cardinals, and probably they should be well on their way to a second-round playoff. And that play goes nowhere as Fashion's pass to Rex Shepard is diagnosed by the Cardinal defense, which will bring up a fourth down. This Robert Kennedy is just a terror on defense. We have some notes here from the first half. Robert Kennedy had 11 tackles and 8 solos. Andrew Hicks was 5 of 11 with 63 yards and 1 interception, 6 rushes for 63 yards and a touchdown. And the ball goes backwards. There is a flag on the play. Let me give you some more statistics while the officials sort this out. Terran Anklord had 4 rushes for 41 yards and 1 touchdown, 2 catches for 44 yards. Belle Chasse had 184 yards rushing, 96 yards passing, and 6 penalties for a total of 58 yards. Lakeshore had David Dupree with 14 rushing attempts, 78 yards, and 1 TD, 1 catch for 14 yards. The quarterback, Nathan Fashion, was 6 of 12 with 74 yards on 7 rushes and 22 yards with 1 touchdown. And so with those statistics in mind, you can see why Belle Chasse, with 6:35 in the third quarter, has a commanding 37-14 lead over the Lakeshore Titans.
Holding on the Cardinals. The ball will go over on downs.
So the official is marking off the penalty yardage. And the ball will be placed at the 31-yard line. And the Cardinal offensive unit trots out on the field with a 1st and 10. Lakeshore continues with their 3-man defensive front. The nose guard right over the center. And they are back to action as Hicks completes a pass to Silv and a nice one-hand reception. And Silv is knocked out of bounds after he picks up the first down all the way up to the 46-yard line.
Number 56, Dallas Matamoros with the tackle.
And Hicks is ready for the snap. He keeps the ball, breaks a tackle, and runs the ball all the way up to the, and still running, and still chugging, and still churning, and moving all the way down, just refuses to go down. And I want you to look at this. There must be 22 players all in that one pile as Andrew Hicks just powers his way all the way down to the 40-yard line. And it looked like rugby football as everybody who was in uniform on the field of play was involved in that pile. So the pile was moving, and the official could not stop the play as long as that pile is moving forward. And Belle Chasse is all the way down to the 39-yard line. And Anklade is stopped for no gain there. The clock is running at 5:55 in the third quarter.
A gain of 1 on the play. Second down and 9 for the Cardinals.
The score remains Belle Chasse 37 and Lakeshore 14. Both teams have all of their timeouts left as Anklade moves across the field to get in a trip set. And we have another man guilty of an infraction.
Ball start against the Cardinals.
As the Cardinals will go back 5 yards on this penalty. But thus far, the penalties have not seemed to bother the Belle Chasse offense as they've been able to put these points on the scoreboard from all areas of the field.
A 5-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage.
So Hicks stays in control of the team here on the offensive set as he fakes Silv, or gives the ball to Silv, and Silv powers his way and gets the penalty yardage back. And so the Cardinals will be down at the 40-yard line, ready to put the ball in play.
Third down and 11 for the Cardinals.
So let's see if the Cardinals run the read option rather. Anklade in motion. It looks like it's going to be a pass. And they got a screen pass. And Silv is loose on the sideline. And Silv, on a nice screen action type play, caught Lakeshore off guard as they had the pass rush on. Did not recognize the screen. And Silv takes the ball inside the 10-yard line, down to the 9-yard line. And here come the Cardinals. Hicks and Silv in the backfield. Anklade Page on the outskirts. And Hicks on a sweep play. Looks like he's going to have a touchdown. And the Cardinals have really broken this game wide open here as they've exploded like they did in the first quarter and the third quarter to push the score to the Cardinals with 43 points, with the extra point attempt coming by Peyton Cooper. The extra point will be held by Terran Anklade. And Lakeshore just cannot seem to find a solution to stop this Cardinal attack. So here comes the snap. There goes the kick. And the kick is good again as Peyton Cooper stays perfect. And the Belle Chasse Cardinals stay perfect as far as taking the next step. And we're back as Braden Husey gets ready to kick off. And with that extra point, the clock now reads 44-14 as the clock was stuck. And the fans from Belle Chasse were watching that clock and wanted that extra point to be placed up on the scoreboard. And it finally was, to the approval of the crowd. And the tackle on the play was made by Brett Dingler. And that's an old name, talking about the Buras Athletic Memorial Team, a name from the past Buras history. The pass is complete, and the receiver did not get out of bounds as the clock will continue to run. That's 3:55 in the third quarter as Belle Chasse has taken complete control of this football game. Nathan Fashon continues to be at the controls. as he fakes the ball. And they make a nice completion. And the Titan receiver puts forth a great effort to take the ball all the way down to the 43-yard line. So the Titans have not quit, as Chapman really put forth quite a nice effort there to pick up that first down for the Titans. And Dupree with another strong run up the middle. Carries the ball to the 36-yard line. Peyton Cooper in on the tackle for the Cardinals. Peyton Cooper, number 12, a junior for the Cardinals, has had a great year. Fashion is back to pass, and he's going to take the ball down and run for it. He gets a good block. Oh, the flag comes down. And so the play will come back as Fashion picked up the necessary yardage for a first down, but that play will be coming back. It looks like the spot of the foul will be the 25-yard line. So the ball will come back to the 41-yard line. And the Belle Chasse fans show their pleasure as they erupt in a chorus of cheers with this penalty against the Titans. So Fashion is joined in the backfield by two running backs. And now Dupree goes in motion, and they give the ball to number 25. And he might pick up 2 or 3 yards as Robert Kennedy was there to make the stop. As we're now right at the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. The score, Belle Chasse 44, Lakeshore 14. First round playoff action.
3rd down and 6 for the Titans.
Belle Chasse will meet the winner of the Bastrop and Warren Easton game. He's got a man, and that play is intercepted by Terran Ankleod, and there's going to be a penalty on the play as Ankleod appeared to be tackled by the face mask. What an outstanding play by Terran Ankleod as he went high up in the air to deprive the Lakeshore receiver the opportunity to get the ball. You know what they say, you catch the ball at the highest point, and Ankleod was definitely at his highest point as he got up there. And so with the penalty marked off against the Titans, and it looks like it's going to be an incidental face mask call. And Belle Chasse will put the ball in play at the 22-yard line. So Belle Chasse now is really starting to dominate the action on the field. 1:43 left on the clock in the third quarter. And now let's see if Coach Harrison decides to run some clock, or if he wants to try and break the 50-point mark. Silv bounces around and picks up about 2 or 3 yards on the play. So that'll bring up a second down.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Belle Chasse offensive line has done a good job tonight.
47, Kavondre Williams with the tackle.
Making some nice holes with their zone blocking type approach. A quick pass, and that pass is completed. Number 21, and that's Austin Ingram, another junior, who makes the reception on the play. So the clock now is running with 50 seconds left in the third quarter.
3rd down and 4 for the Cardinals.
And this possibly could be, if it's a running play, the last play of the third quarter, unless the Cardinals pick up a first down. So it's 3rd and a long 5. And there goes Hicks. And Hicks will pick up the first down, so the clock will stop with 28 seconds left as the chains are moved. And so it looks like Robert Kennedy is checking back in. And the clock is now running. And down to 20 seconds as the Cardinals take their time to get the play in. So now Hicks has a complete unit in the backfield as he looks for a long pass. And that play is just a tad bit too long. And the clock is stopped with 5 seconds left. As the Cardinals will be facing a second down rather, on that incompletion. The wind has picked up. It looks like it's coming in spurts. And so there's a nice breeze now from the northeast once again. Andrew Page is sprinting at the top of your screen to his position. Hicks gives the ball on a handoff to Ankelard. And Ankelard is knocked out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. And that brings us to a close in the action of the third quarter. And we'll give you an opportunity for a short break from our sponsors.